This video is brought to you by CapBeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
Hey guys, it's Youmuus here, and today we're looking at some of the new runes before they actually come out. These are actually really interesting. Before I didn't want to really make videos on these, but now I kind of want to make videos covering it and giving you guys some of my personal insight, because I think I have a very creative look upon runes and all that. So let's take a look at it. Right now, this was submitted 3 hours ago by Riot Rex. Rune Corner late game focused runes. Pretty interesting stuff. First up, we have Gathering Storm. Every 10 minutes, get 8 ability power or plus 6 attack damage adaptive per 10 minutes of game time that has elapsed. This is actually really interesting because it may not sound like a lot, but it actually kind of doubles up and scales up here. And this is one of the best late game masteries. I think masteries or runes I think they've released, because these give you so much stats. So at 10 minutes, it gives you 8 AP or 6 AD, depending on what your champion uses. At 24 minutes, at 20 minutes, as you see, it gets 24. So it's 8. And then it's plus another 16. It kind of ramps up like that all the way up to 88 AP at 40 minutes. If you guys are wondering what you get at 50 minutes, you get 120 AP for free. That's like a free DEATHCAP kinda at 50 minutes, which is insane. So here's some champions that I found out that make use of this very well. First on up is Veigar. Veigar getting DEATHCAP and this much AP just scales multiplicatively, giving him billions of AP. Jhin as well. Jhin getting a free 60 to 80 AP late game is ridiculous. That just basically becomes 80 for Jhin late game, becomes like 150 or something, not 150, like 120 or something crazy. Yasuo also, since he's a crit champion, basically giving him 60 AD is 120 damage. So Yasuo is actually very good for this, because his early game is already pretty potent in lane if you play him correctly, and then him getting this massive late game steroid, which his late game is already good, which is kind of crazy too. I also wrote down some early game champions, because these champions, since they are very strong early game, you're not really threatened. Like Pantheon almost never loses lane early game. You can maybe take this to help him scale a little bit better. So Pantheon, Lee Sin, these guys have very dominant early games. They don't really need too much runes or keystones. So maybe you can take this to scale a little bit earlier if you're confident. And maybe someone like Kale. I type Kale question mark because she's the type of champion that doesn't have much interaction in lane. She just kind of perma pushes her lane, and that's really it. You don't really fight her. So maybe she can get this, perma push her lane and scale up. Maybe Malzahar can kind of do the same thing. So this one's pretty interesting. But the really interesting one, and what I'm probably going to clickbait this video with, is the Ultimore, which can give you up to 60% cooldown reduction on your ultimate. That is nearing Earth's 80%, alright? So first up, it gives you 5% cooldown reduction and maximum cooldown reduction on your ultimate. So basically what this does is start the game, you have 45% CDR for your ultimate, kind of. So pretty good stuff. Not 45% immediately, but you start the game with 5%, and then if you buy 40%, it'll go past the cap. And then this increases by 1.5 each time you cast your ultimate. So you get 1% CDR on your ultimate, 1.5 every time you cast your ultimate, and this is huge. Like, here's some champions that I think would really abuse this. They wrote out Karthus, Lux in them here, which are all very good choices. So let's do the numbers on Karthus. Karthus is with no cooldown reduction is 160 seconds. With this added on there, it'll give you about 20%, which will knock off about 32 seconds of it. But if you have 40% cooldown reduction, it will be 96 seconds. And if you have 40% and you throw this on top of it, Karthus can have a near 1 minute ultimate, okay? And this thing will knock 32 seconds off your ultimate. That's a lot of time, guys. 32 seconds. How much is that? That's like a respawn time, kind of, right? And then, of course, I played Rengar. I immediately saw this and like, wait, this is crazy on Rengar. Rengar already basically hunts people down like crazy at a 42-second cooldown on a 40-second CDR ult. Goes down a little bit lower, 45% CDR, which is what people usually play him with. But this can make him go down to 28 seconds. So I think past 30 minutes, Rengar can kill someone. Their death timer is about 40 seconds. And then in 28 seconds, you have your ult again, and you can give someone again. And that basically makes lots of 3v5s and stuff. Rengar already makes pretty good 4v5s by picking people off, but this is actually going to be really fun for Rengar, having lots of ultimates. Kassadin, here's another champion that can abuse it really fast early. Since this relies on you using your ultimate a lot, Kassadin can use 15 ultimates just like that, you know? Like at level 6 to level 8, he basically used 15 ultimates already, roaming and such. So his ult goes from a 2-second cooldown to a 1.2 4% CDR. And if you have 4% CDR, it goes down to a 0.8 second cooldown. That's literally less than Earth. In Earth, they capped Kassadin's ult cooldown at 1 second. This is faster than Earth because the cap is not in place in the actual game. So that's pretty crazy. Even though it's a minus 0.4 second cooldown on Kassadin, you guys know it's crazy. That extra few little seconds, and you have to stack it up really early. Karthus, it's mainly a late game thing, because by the time you use 15 ults, Karthus is already late game. Rengar is a little bit easier, but Kassadin, he can just stack it up really, really quickly. And yeah, they say Lux here. Lux and champions that have like base cooldown reduction, like Lux, where if she kills someone, it knocks off half the cooldown of her ult. That's insane for Lux. Like, Lux's cooldown ult is already on like a 20-second cooldown. Kill someone's on a 10-second cooldown. You get to ult like 3 times per team fight, which they're talking about. That's pretty good. I think that's good though, because it rewards good players. And if they hit ults and stuff. But I think more abilities need that though. Like, right now, spammy champions like Ziggs and all these champions' ultimates should have that in place. Where if you kill someone, it reduces the cooldown a bit, but if you don't hit anything or kill anyone, it shouldn't reduce too much. And lastly, Shen. This one's for competitive play. Competitive play, Shen's always seen like major play, and that's why they nerfed the shit out of his ultimate cooldown. But now, late game, his cooldown is 120 seconds. With 4% CDR, goes down to 72. But with this, it can go down to a 48-second cooldown. Imagine having a 48-second global TP shield to save an ally. This is absolutely nuts. I think this is going to be a very, very fun keystone. Very snowbally on the correct champions. Of course, this is very hit or miss keystone. Not one that's very versatile like Thunderlords and all that stuff, right? This one will only really work on specific champions that abuse it very well. Like Kassadin, I think is going to be amazing with this. Rengar's pretty good too, I think. But champions like Swain and them will almost never make use of this. But yeah, tell me what you guys think of these. What champions will make use of these and all that, right? I think I'm going to call this series up to date. Keeping you guys up to date. And, you know, just some creative things you can do with this when it comes out. I'm definitely going to be playing Kassadin with this, Rengar with this. 60% cooldown Rengar. Oh my god, it's going to be so fun. But yeah, as Youmuus signing out, hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video, and I'll see you guys later. Leave some suggestions below. I'm reading all comments as usual. See you guys later.